Hello, this is Crystal Racing here, here to do the report for the sprint qualifying here at the 2021 Italian Grand Prix. And Valtteri Bottas takes pole position for tomorrow's feature race, of course, really. This whole sprint race format, it's an absolutely terrible idea. I don't even understand it one bit. But of course, he won't actually be taking pole position, I beg your pardon, because of course he's got multiple engine and gearbox penalties, meaning that you will be starting last instead. Completely farcical and very confusing, but nonetheless, he gets 10 out of 10 for his performance today. So instead, your pole sitter will be the guy who finished in second place, Max Verstappen. 9.5 out of 10. He pretty much said it. As long as he's ahead of Hamilton, he's pretty pleased. And to have at least two cars in between him and Hamilton is a big bonus. And of course, by the way, there is of course a time ticker here where, of course, you know, I've only got 5 minutes to do this review, and of course I'm cooking something. Daniel Ricciardo will start second despite finishing third. That's 10 points for his performance in my crystal score ranking. Of course, Bottas gets 3 points for winning the sprint qualifying despite the fact he'll be starting last. 2 points for Verstappen and 1 point for Ricciardo. Fourth place and the first of the non-point scoring finishers despite the fact he'll be starting third anyway. Lando Norris will get 9 out of 10 for me. Fifth, Lewis Hamilton will start fourth. He gets 5 out of 10 for his performance today. Terrible start. And if it wasn't for Gasly crashing out, he would be starting fifth. But because, of course, with Gasly breaking something on his front wing, I mean, Hamilton got a get out of jail card, and of course his teammate having a penalty also helps. Leclerc will start in fifth place. 9 out of 10 for his performance. Did all he could in that Ferrari. Carlos Sainz 8.5 out of 10. Also did the maximum he could in that Ferrari. Starting in 7th place though, it is my driver of the day, Antonio Giovinazzi. Yes, 10 out of 10 for the homeboy this weekend. He qualified 10th yesterday. A big part of me was really worried he was going to lose positions at the start, but he didn't. He gained positions in a brilliant start, and that means he will start 7th. Even better where he was going to... Even better than yesterday's qualifying results. Well done, lad. 10 out of 10. Starting 8th, Sergio Perez, 4 out of 10. Made a bad start, lost positions, and meant that he was never going to get any higher than 8th. Just not good enough from Perez, and he really is now seriously underperforming right now. This is no better than what we saw from Alex Albon last year. Starting 9th will be Lance Stroll, 8 out of 10. The Aston Martin has not been particularly quick in the past few races, so I suppose this is a decent result of sorts. Starting 10th will be Fernando Alonso, 8 out of 10. Great. Again, the same. What else can he do? Starting 11th, Sebastian Vettel, 7 out of 10. Starting 12th will be Esteban Ocon, 7 out of 10. Starting 13th place and an excellent qualifying performance, I may say. Nicholas Latifi, 9 out of 10. Great performance, great start. Took advantage of some cars getting into trouble earlier on, and of course in particular the contact between Kubica and Tsunoda, meaning that he will start 13th. Well done. 14th, starting 14th will be George Russell, who lost positions, and I'll give him 7 out of 10. He's not, well, of course, for those of you wondering, that does mean Nicholas Latifi has finally out-qualified George Russell under this sprint qualifying malarkey. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, technically, over a single lap, George Russell is still way quicker, but of course, in the statistics, it finally does count as a one-up in Latifi's book in the qualifying stakes. Starting 15th, it is Yuki Tsunoda, 5 out of 10. Made contact with Kubica, had to pit earlier on to fix damage under the safety car, and yeah, I mean, seriously, Yuki, you know, you've got a contract renewal for next year, but you know, it does seem as if like that Honda money is keeping you in a seat, because nothing else really is at all at this point in time. And I may say Yuki Tsunoda should be doing a second year of Formula 2. Starting 16th place, I think this is a career best for this guy. Nikita Mazepin, 7 out of 10, made a great start, overtook Mick Schumacher, and stayed ahead of Robert Kubica. Starting 17th will be Robert Kubica, 4 out of 10, unlucky with a contact at the start, but I have to say, when you consider Giovinazzi, managed to get in the top 10 and stay in the top 10. I mean, yes, I know he has an injury to his arm and he's a stand-in for Kimi Räikkönen, but 17th is a poor result in that Alfa Romeo. So it's 5 out of 10 for me, for Robert Kubica. Mick Schumacher will start 18th, 6 out of 10, bad start, got overtaken by Mazepin and never really recovered. And of course, starting 19th will be Pierre Gasly, 7 out of 10. He made a bit of contact with one of the McLarens. It was a unfortunate error, but it was a costly error, and it means he will start at the back of the grid with Valtteri Bottas. If you enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe to Crystal Racing. I'll see you again next time.